Little Bonnie was unlike any other child in her village. At just 7 years old, she had the heart of an explorer, always chasing after mysteries no one else dared to follow. She had warm brown skin that glowed in the sunlight. Her home was in a quiet village nestled at the edge of a vast and whispering forest. The village had cobblestone streets that twisted like old stories, lined with lantern-lit cottages that glowed softly in the evening. A gentle river wound through the outskirts, its waters humming lullabies to those who listened closely. Rolling green fields stretched beyond, kissed by wildflowers and watched over by towering oaks. The village square was always lively, filled with the scent of fresh bread and the chatter of merchants selling their goods. But while the townsfolk were content in their cozy world, Bonnie's heart longed for adventure. She loved the forest, the way the trees swayed as if they were keeping secrets, the way the wind carried whispers from places unseen, and one night, the forest whispered to her louder than ever before. One evening, as she chased fireflies near the tree-line, she noticed something strange, a single, golden light glowing deeper in the forest, brighter than any firefly she had ever seen. It pulsed gently, as if calling to her. Curious, Bonnie stepped forward. The deeper she went, the more the air shimmered with a soft golden glow. Then, nestled between the roots of an ancient tree, she found it. A lantern unlike any she had ever seen. Its glass was filled with tiny fireflies, their light flickering weakly. As Bonnie reached out, the lantern's glow brightened for a moment, as if responding to her touch. Then, a voice soft as the rustling leaves whispered through the air. "Help us." Before the light fades forever, Bonnie gasped. She looked around, but there was no one there. The voice had come from the lantern itself. Holding it carefully, she whispered, "Who are you?" The fireflies pulsed again, their tiny bodies moving as if trying to form words. "Follow the light." The guardians await. Bonnie didn't hesitate. Clutching the lantern, she stepped deeper into the forest, ready for whatever adventure lay ahead. The deeper Bonnie ventured, the stranger the forest became. The trees seemed taller, their leaves glowing faintly in the moonlight. The air hummed with quiet magic. Then, suddenly, the ground beneath her shimmered. A pathway of golden light appeared, winding through the trees. With each step she took, the lantern's fireflies flickered brighter. At the path's end, Bonnie reached a hidden clearing. At its center stood a village unlike anything she had ever seen. Small houses built into the trees, glowing mushrooms lighting the cobblestone streets, and gentle creatures moving about. This was the village of the Firefly Guardians. But something was wrong. The village's lights were dim. Shadows lurked at the edges, creeping closer. The once vibrant glow of the village was fading, just like the fireflies in her lantern. As Bonnie stepped forward, a towering figure emerged from the largest tree. It was an owl-like guardian, its feathers speckled with glowing gold dust. Its wise eyes studied her carefully. "You have come," it said. "The fireflies chose you." But time is running out. Bonnie tightened her grip on the lantern. "What's happening? Why is the light fading?" The guardian's eyes darkened. "A great shadow is creeping over our world. The fireflies are the keepers of the light, but their magic is fading. If the last of their glow vanishes, the darkness will consume everything." Bonnie's heart pounded. How do we stop it? The fireflies need to be rekindled. Only someone with a brave heart can restore their light. You must go on a journey, face the challenges ahead, and bring back the lost embers of their magic before it's too late. Bonnie took a deep breath. She had always dreamed of adventure. Now, she was part of one. "3 great trials await you," the guardian said. "If you succeed, the fireflies will shine once more." Bonnie nodded. "I'll do it." With a flap of its great wings, the guardian sent a golden breeze swirling around her. "Then go, little Bonnie. The first trial awaits." The guardian led Bonnie to a massive stone archway. As she stepped through, the world around her changed. She was standing in an endless meadow, the sky above filled with glowing orbs of light. At the center of the field stood a creature, a fox with silver fur and wise eyes. "To pass this trial," the fox said, "you must answer a question. But be warned, only the truest answer will allow you to move forward." Bonnie took a deep breath. What's the question? The fox's eyes glowed. What is the most important thing in the world? Bonnie's mind raced. Was it magic? Friendship? Adventure? She thought of her village, of the fireflies struggling to glow, of the way the guardian had spoken of the darkness creeping closer. Then, she thought of her family. Of love. Of the way her mother's hug could make everything feel safe. Bonnie looked at the fox and answered, "Light." The fox's ears twitched. Why? Because light is hope. It's what helps us find our way in the dark. Without it, we'd be lost. For a moment, the fox was silent. Then, it nodded. "You understand," it said. Go forth, the meadow shimmered, and Bonnie found herself back in the village, one trial down. 2 to go. The guardian led Bonnie to an ancient stone door, covered in glowing symbols. Beyond this door lies the second trial. But it will only open if you can unlock its secret. Bonnie traced her fingers over the runes. They glowed faintly, some flickering as if trying to form a pattern. She noticed something, a faint hum in the air, matching the flickering light of the runes. A rhythm. Bonnie closed her eyes and listened. Then, carefully, she began pressing the runes in time with the hum. One by one, the symbols lit up. The door trembled. And with a final pulse of golden light, it slowly creaked open. Bonnie grinned. That wasn't so hard, but as she stepped through, the guardian's voice echoed behind her. The hardest trial is yet to come. Bonnie arrived at the final challenge, a bridge made of golden light, stretching over an endless void. But as she stepped onto it, the planks behind her began disappearing. She had to keep moving. Bonnie's heart pounded as she carefully stepped forward. If she hesitated, she would be stranded in the darkness. Halfway across, she felt doubt creeping in. What if she misstepped? What if she fell? But then she remembered her first answer. Light was hope. She wasn't afraid of the dark. She took a deep breath and ran. With each step, the bridge built itself beneath her feet, forming just in time. With a final leap, she landed safely on the other side. The last challenge was complete. As Bonnie stepped into the village, the guardian waited. "You have done it," it said, pride in its voice. The lantern in Bonnie's hands flared to life. The fireflies inside burst with golden light, their glow spreading across the village. The darkness that had lurked at the edges shrank away, disappearing into the shadows. The fireflies were saved. Bonnie smiled, holding the lantern high. The village of the guardians was safe once more. The guardian bowed. "You have brought back the light, little Bonnie. And in doing so, you have proven that even the smallest flame can hold back the dark." As the village glowed brighter than ever, Bonnie knew she would never forget this adventure. She had faced the darkness, and won. And with the firefly lantern in her hands, she was ready for whatever came next. Moral of the story: even the smallest light can push away the darkest shadows. Courage, wisdom, and hope will always guide the way. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.